Friends, good morning. Welcome to a concept of statutory provisions governing allotment of shares, which is important from exam point of view. So, what are the statutory provisions governing allotment of shares? In the last video, we have understood what is allotment of shares, and allotment is nothing but distribution or appropriation of shares to the people who have applied for it or applicants. So, when shares are being allotted, company has to take care with regard to certain procedures which are being mentioned in Companies Act of 2013, and that is called as statutory provision. So statutory provision means provisions as per law, provisions as per statute with regard to allotment of shares. Dear friends, so while allotment of shares, company has to observe certain legal, I told you, legal law, statutory provisions. So it is being classified under two categories. One is general provisions governing validity of allotment of shares. Second one is special provisions governing allotment of shares. So there are two divisions with regard to this: general provisions in statutory provisions and then special provisions, okay, governing allotment of shares. So let us look at the general provisions with regard to allotment of shares, and they have given as general provisions are provisions regarding Indian Contract Act of 1972, which are applicable to the offer and acceptance of offer. Because all of you know, in case of allotment of shares, there is an acceptance takes place for an offer given by public. So it is usually company giving a prospectus first, so that becomes an invitation. So invitation to purchase, and then offer made by the public that I want to buy the shares. Can you give this much of shares to me? And then there will be acceptance in the form of allotment of shares by the company. So since there is an offer and acceptance, it comes under Contract Act of 1872, and regarding this there is general provisions are: first one is there must be an offer. So for any contract to be valid, first there should be an offer by a person. So when the prospectus is issued by the company, it is only an invitation to give an offer. So I told, when company gives an advertisement in a paper in the form of prospectus stating that their shares are for public subscription, this is called as an offer, invitation to offer, not an offer, but it is an invitation to offer. But in fact, the share application form submitted for the purchase of shares by an applicant is an offer. So when, for example, if some company is giving an advertisement in the newspaper that their shares are for subscription, then I am the one, or you are the one, who is applying for that 100 shares you want. So you apply for that. So the IPO, you all know it. So this when that you offer, you when you apply for the shares by paying money, then it becomes offer. Okay, so for a valid allotment of shares, there must be an application, share application by a prospective investor by paying application money to the company in response to the prospectus or invitation given. So that's the first point: there must be an offer. There must be an acceptance by the competent authority. So when there is an offer made by a public or applicant in the form of share applications and application money, company receives it from the applicants, and then the directors of the company, competent authority, so directors of the company proceed with the allotment of shares to the applicants, and for this purpose they have to pass a resolution at the board meeting. Remember, this becomes now acceptance, and then acceptance by competent authority. So competent authority in this respect is directors, and then special resolution in the directors meeting must be passed with regard to acceptance or allotment of shares. So that becomes an acceptance. So or allotment should be made within a reasonable time. So this is also very important. People apply for the shares and then you allot shares after a year, then it doesn't become a reasonable time. So offer to take up the shares by the applicants must be accepted by the company within a reasonable time, and if the allotment is not done within reasonable time, then the allotee can refuse to buy the shares from the company. So this reasonable time has a lot of meaning in it. So it depends on the people to judge it. Whether sometimes in case of a company which has got lot of applications and then procedure is too long, then they may take little more time in dealing with the allotment. So reasonable time depends on the company, but it should not be too long in case of acceptance of offer or allotment of shares. So acceptance of the offer must be absolute and unconditional. So this is also a very important point with regard to allotment of shares. So when company is ready to allot shares to the applicant, it should not come with any conditions to it, like if I allot shares, you give me some 100 rupees, or your account is debited this much. So all these conditions should not be there in case of an offer, acceptance. So acceptance of the offer must be absolute and as per the conditions of application only. So company cannot attach any further fresh condition at the time of allotment. However, this excludes the partial allotment. Hence, the company include a clause in the application form itself by making an application to accept the partial allotments. Then allotment must be communicated. This is also very important. The allotment is done by the company, but the the person who applied for the shares may not be knowing about the allotment. That should not happen. So in this case they have to communicate. Andre avarige helbeku, avaru communication ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. A binding contract will be created between the applications and the company when the acceptance of the offer is communicated by the director. So ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸಬೇಕು ಲೆಟರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಮೇಲ್, ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಹೀಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಮದು ಇದಾಗಿದೆ, ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಅಲಾಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಶೇರ್ಸ್, ಇಷ್ಟು ಶೇರ್ಸಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ, ಅದು ಅಲಾಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕಳಿಸಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ನೋ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಫ್ ದ ಎಬವ್ ಪ್ರೊವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೈಡ್. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗದಿದ್ದರೆ ಅದು ಅಲಾಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾವು 5 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆವು: ಆಫರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ by the competent authority within a reasonable time, offer absolute and unconditional, ಮತ್ತು ಇದು communicate ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ 5 ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಪ್ರೊವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಅಲಾಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಪ್ರೊವಿಷನ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುವ. ನಾವು ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಪ್ರೊವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕವರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಪ್ರೊವಿಷನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಜನರಲ್ ಪ್ರೊವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಅಲಾಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅಲಾಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೇರ್ಸಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಜನರಲ್ ಪ್ರೊವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದಂತ ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದ ಮೂಲಕ ನಾವು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಈ ಅಲಾಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದೊಂದು ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂಶ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದ ಮೂಲಕ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಪ್ರೊವಿಷನ್ಸನ್ನು ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.